What's going on, guys? Sabo here, bringing you a brand new video, and today what I want to talk about is a video that was made by a One Piece YouTuber called GrandLineReview, in which he addressed his numerous issues and problems that he has with Sabo as a character. Now, I'm not here to try and make him like Sabo. Who the fuck am I to tell somebody who he should or shouldn't like as a character? That is completely based on his experience as a viewer, and I cannot affect that. But what I do want to talk about is the supposed plot holes that were created by Sabo's reintroduction, in his opinion, because all of the examples that he listed, I do believe there to be answers for all of them. So the first one he discussed or addressed was the plot hole between Ace and Sabo, as Ace would know of Sabo's existence because of his bounty and everything, and Ace is not like Luffy, so he actually reads the newspapers and is interested in the world around him and generally just the geopolitical situation in the world. And there's a very simple answer for that, in my opinion, and that is just that Sabo's bounty hasn't been created for that long. I believe that Sabo's bounty has only been there after Marineford, and there's a couple things not to back that up, but in my opinion, that further this theory is that we know that the Revolutionary Army is very low key in the world, and that not a lot of things are known about them. So it would make sense for the Revolutionary Army to keep all of their members secret. Potentially Sabo had a code name or something like that. Even if the world government would have known of Sabo's presence, they still would not have known his name. That's option number one, or another option is just that they legitimately did not know who he was until after Marineford. And the kind of same thing goes to GrandLineReview's thing with Garp's plot hole. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky for me, in my opinion. It depends on the relationship between Garp and Dragon. Now, if Garp and Dragon have a close relationship still, which I doubt, then there would be a plot to hold there, because then Garp would absolutely know of Sabo's existence. But in my opinion, I do not think that Garp and Dragon are actually in communication or actually talk regularly, and therefore Garp would not have insight on the Revolutionary Army's members. Another thing to back up my theory of why Sabo's bounty hasn't been around for too long is that it's so low. I mean, if we know that Dragon is the most wanted man in the world, and Sabo is the chief of staff of the Revolutionary Army, and his bounty is only 600 million, anything sub 1 billion honestly just doesn't make sense. And the reason for that, in my opinion, is just that his bounty has not been around for too long, and that would kind of explain the supposed plot holes with Garp and Ace. Now to the last plot hole that he mentioned with Robin. Now this is the one that I find a little tricky as well. I'm very interested to see how Oda is gonna kind of circumvent his way around this one. In my opinion, there's one possibility, and that's just that Sabo didn't tell Robin that Luffy and him are brothers. It doesn't really make sense though. I'm gonna be honest. That's the one I'm kind of iffy about, and I honestly don't have an answer besides that, because I can't imagine. I mean, Sabo must have known that Robin was a part of Luffy's crew, so it wouldn't really make a lot of sense for him not to tell her, unless he just wanted it to be a big surprise and wanted Sabo wanted to just meet him in person first before he finds out from another person. That could be it, but like I said, the Robin one is the one that I am a little iffy about as well. I do think though that all of the plot holes that he mentioned are going to be addressed very, very soon. I think the next time we go to the Reverie, I think we are going to have an interaction between Sabo and Garp, in which he will state that he had no idea that Sabo was still alive. And I think that is kind of going to be the way how Oda clears up all these plot holes. And yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Like I said, this is not in any way meant to bring hate to GrandLineReview. I'm a big fan of his videos. I just disagree with him on the plot holes that he mentioned with Sabo, because Sabo is legit my top 5 favorite characters in One Piece. But yeah, that'll be all. Please like, comment, subscribe, and do all that bullshit. And yeah, see you guys next time.